So then the last question really is, like, we've talked about why there's a lot of mental health issues and why a lot of people in Asian communities do not seek help. So now the question is, how can we break this cycle and how can we break the stigma? So I'm going to start with you, Paul.
Okay, so I will shut down a few things. The first item is that the government need to provide funding for mental health professionals other than the medical profession. But right now, the only medical profession are funded. Okay? So by supporting the medical mental health workers, then we can have more people to offer culturally appropriate services.
And do you mean, when you say non-medical professions, you mean like psychologists?
Psychologists, social workers, nurses, mental health nurses. The second point I want to mention is that we need to start a cultural narrative about mental health issues, because we need to realize that psychological pain is more real, is more painful than physical pain. Secondly, psychological pain is adaptive in the sense that tells us that something's wrong in our society, something wrong in our lives, that call for action individually and collectively. There's some issue like discrimination, systemic discrimination, has to be changed at the societal level. And thirdly, I think that our society should support non-profit organizations that offer grassroots community building services to combat mental health. For example, I have been offering meaningful living meetup for more than 11 years. So basically, we have all kinds of people get together in my house. Sometimes we have as many as 40 people, 40 people, to teach them the basic principles of living a meaningful life. We have all my research and other people's research has shown that living a meaningful life is the best, the most effective key to solving mental health issues and promoting enabling to live a meaningful, fulfilling life. I want to quote one statement. Franco used to cite Nietzsche, saying that he who has a what is it said? He who has a why to live can bear any how. It means that you have a reason for living, then you can endure any kind of problem and solve any kind of problem. He himself demonstrated that by teaching people logotherapy or meaning-oriented therapy, he's very successful not only in reducing mental illness, but also preventing people from suicide. I want to quote another person who wrote a book on the evolution of living a life worth living. He said that we are spiritual beings. The outermost shield against self-destruction is living a life worth living. So there are tons of research showing that if people understand, my own research as well at UCLA and at Trent, showing that if people know what the suffering means, and secondly, what can we do to end suffering, then we are able to live a happy life.
That's great. And for those meetups, like how do people find the meetups to attend?
Okay, we are included in meetup announcements. We also advertise it on social media, like Facebook and LinkedIn and whatever. We have all kinds of people, all nationalities.
It's great to foster a community.